Alright, so my note that I put here is that negative exponents must be simplified further. So if there's a negative exponent in your final answer, you have to keep going and make it positive. So we're going to talk about that today. We talked yesterday about how negative exponents indicate division. So let me just put this here. So I'm gonna make a little note here about simplifying negative exponents. Gosh, my handwriting has gotten really weird. Alright, for instance, if it was x to the negative 2, I wouldn't circle or box this as a final answer. I'm going to put this under 1 and make it positive because negative exponents really mean division. We talked about that yesterday when we divided those powers of 5. So like x to the negative 2, technically there's a 1 underneath it even though you don't see it. So to make it positive, you put it below the fraction bar and then the exponent becomes positive. Or let's say a problem starts like this. It's like 1 over y to the negative 5th. I wouldn't leave it like that. I would take this y and I would move it to the top and then it could become positive. So I would make that y to the positive 5 over 1. So that's one thing we'll be working on today with these exponents. Okay. Moving bases with negative exponents either above the fraction bar or below the fraction bar. Okay. So number 1, anything with the power of 0 is just 1. I could show more work, but you don't have to. This 4 is to the 0 power and so does the x. So I could show that this is 4 to the 0 power times x to the 0 power. And anything to the 0 power is 1, so this would be 1 times 1. And there's your answer. So they both become 1. They both have a power of 0. Number 2. So the 4 is out front. I like to put dots in to really separate things. So that's 4 times, and that's x to the 0 power, y to the 0 power. They're both in the parentheses, so they both get the 0. So that's 4 times 1 times 1. So number 2 answer is 4 because the 4 didn't have the exponent, so the 4 stays. Questions on number 2? How it's a little bit different than number 1. Okay, number 3. 4 out front. I'm going to put a dot in because it helps me see every part of the problem. X with a negative exponent, y, and we have y to the 3rd, and the zeros on the outside we multiply. An exponent raised to another exponent. So even though the problem doesn't show this, if I wanted to see it as a fraction, I would put the whole thing over 1. So this x negative 4, x is the only thing with a negative exponent. I'm going to drop it down to the bottom of the fraction and make it positive. And this is what's new to you. 4 parentheses. Now down below I have the x and the exponent is no longer negative, it's positive. And then y to the 0 power, 3 times 0 is 0. So 4 times 1 over x to the 4th. The final answer is 4 over x to the 4th power. And I've been showing a lot of work. You don't necessarily have to show all that work, but it should be like a little bit. Any great questions? So on your homework, I think there was maybe 2 or 3 problems that had negative exponents. I want you to get that out, and I'm going to show you how to make them positive. So open your workbooks to page 87. Were you on school?
No, I was, but I was on a trip. like the weekend before, and things like where it is.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Class A play. I think I'm gonna do every single one of these for you.
No, don't do every single one of them.
Every single one of these. Actually, right now, y'all, I only assigned through 11. Hopefully, you did your homework. Right now, well, I'm going to show the work for these. You can either check or go ahead and do through 16. Like, so if you're just sitting there and you feel confident in your answers and you're ready to do more, go ahead and do 12 through 16. Here we go. Number 1. We're going to subtract exponents as we discussed yesterday. 6 to the first power is full credit, or you could just write 6 with no exponent at all. Subtract top to bottom. No half credit. I'm just saying, a lot of people want to know, can I leave the 1 there? And I'm going to say yes. I won't take anything off. Either way, they're both there. So 12 take away 8 is 4, 9 to the 4th. 4 take away 2. No, somebody's gone. I know you're dying to check your answers too. Okay, number 4. What'd you get for 4, Cameron?
For 4?
Yeah.
R plus 2? Wait, no, RT2. That looks like a plus.
Okay, so I would do 3 minus 3 and 2 minus 4. Everybody with me. 3 minus 3 and 2 minus 4. Now, that's going to be r to the 0. C to the negative 2. Let's see a raise of hands if you got a negative 2 here. Hoping you did. Okay, very good. So that's r to the 0 would be 1 times t to the negative 2. So t to the negative 2 is what I was thinking your answer would be. Now I want you to take it one step further. This t to the negative 2 is technically over 1. I want you to circle it, draw an arrow, and put it in the bottom of a fraction and make it positive. The answer should be 1 over t squared. You must have done negative exponents before. Yeah. Okay. Because of the division negative. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody have a question about the final answer I'm looking for number 4? Now I'm going to walk around and give you credit for your homework, and if you don't have that, I'm not giving you credit. I'm not wasting my time here. Number 5. This is m invisible 1 over m to the 3rd, so this would be 1 minus 3. M negative 2 is what I think you have for your full final answer, which is what I taught you yesterday. I want you to take it one step further right now and make it 1 over m squared. Put it in the denominator and make it positive. So I'm really adding to what we did yesterday. Okay. So I got 9 over 3 And D, 7 minus 6. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 7 minus 6 is 1. It's going to be 3D. 3 dimensions. Put on your glasses. This math is in 3D, folks. Alright.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure. Alright, so here, 12 over 36 and 5 minus 1. 12 divided by 36. This is reducing. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 36 divided by 12 is 3. So I should see 1/3 here. N to the 4. 1 over 3 n to the 4. I got W0 x squared, which is just x squared. Who got 8 right? Just x squared. Thumbs up if you got 8 right. Just x squared. The W is gone. Did you? Looks positive, right? What? I should see these three too. I got to if you're outside.
Yes,
But I'm
yes.
outside.
And she's trying to damn see the chart. She's trying. She put me something I don't like.
Okay, we're almost done. I know I don't normally go through these step by step, but I thought it was pertinent. Alright, 3 minus 1 for the A's, and 5 minus 2 for the B's. A squared, B to the third. Everybody should have got that one right. Nothing tricky about that one. What's in the denominator? Just 1 down there? B's gone. So look, I could have wrote it with a 1 down here. And that's it. Okay. Okay, good question. So now I got 7 minus 3, 2 minus 2. M4 P0. P0 is 1. So this is just M4. No more P's in that one. Figure P's out. Negative 21 divided by 7 has been negative 3 your whole life. It still is. It's not an exponent. It's just 21 divided by 7 is 3. W 5 minus 4, x 2 minus 5. So that's negative 3, w to the first, x to the negative 3. This is not currently a fraction anymore. So there's a 1 down there. I'm going to circle the x, and I'm going to put it in the bottom. Not the negative 3, because it's not a negative exponent. It's just a negative number. So everybody take your answer one step further. I mean, I hope you got negative 3w x negative 3. And I want you to take it one step further and put it in the denominator. Good, I'm going to walk around and give you credit for 1 through 11, and I want you right now to do 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You're working through 16 right now as classwork. And then, so I had planned to do an online activity of quizzes, and then I guess you guys have like a benchmark. You guys have an English benchmark? Yeah. A lot of people do. So I can't do a tone but part. So I'm gonna put the quizzes up, and you guys can do it on paper. If you have a device, you can use it if you want, but you can just do it on paper. The English department has all the sound bites. People know me. how'd you do 32 over -8? How'd you do the x's? What about the y's? What's going on here? What's your main question? Do you guys have any questions in this group?
I think I will do that. Yeah, I'm gonna start. Y'all gonna find that for
Why didn't you finish this like I told you to?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't need him. Oh, he wasn't here. Do you know what to do?
Like your ex.
Next to it.
And then you do your water system.
No, they didn't want to. Yeah, she didn't. I guess so, right? Oh, you're done. You're not have to go in.
What are we doing now?
Do all the way to 16.
Do we have to? 12. I don't know 12, so.
Did you pick up anything else in?
A little bit of it. I'm having a question. These are small numbers.
I love to see number 12 done correctly.
Number 12. No, look. I don't know. 7.
Yeah, I like talking next to her.
Not this way.
Yeah, I know. That's the way I said it. But she said that.
But now that it's under one, if you want, you can make it more. Alright, I saw some good things as I walked around, to be totally honest. Alexis, did you do 12?
No, I did not.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. So 32 divided by -8 is -4. And then I'm going to do the x's. I'm going to write x and then I subtract the exponents. 3 on top, there's an invisible 1 in the denominator. The y's, 2 on top and an invisible 1 in the denominator. disease, 5 on top and 2 in the denominator. -4 out front, x squared, y1, z3, final. Some of y'all did this, which I like too. There's still a fraction mark, there's still one in there. Alright, who's got a question? Alright, 13, here we go. We good? Alright, 13. Now we got parentheses with an exponent on the outside. Everything gets it. So the 4 in front is squared. Power 2 and power means we multiply. So this time we do 7 times 2. The 7 down below is squared. R2 times 2. 16, P14, 49, R4. How about that one though? Which one's easier, 12 or 13? 12. Alright, moving along. I don't like this negative exponent, so I'm going to consider it like a fraction. So 4, put the 4 under the fraction bar and make its exponent positive. So 4 to the 4th looks like this. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 4 again, 16 times 6. Alright, I'm going to pause because I know none of you are, I know not many of you are through 15 and 16, so let me pause. I'm definitely going to wait for Cameron to finish 15 and 16.
Why are you gonna wait for me just now?
Because you're just on your phone.
Well, I was using the calculator.
I hate that. This is to work harder to check out calculators better. I think you guys should just be responsible for bringing a calculator.
Well, I don't have a calculator or I need money to buy one. So it's not my fault.
Times are different. The calculator is $16. I can call your parents weekly until they get you one.
I'm not gonna ask my parents for anything if I don't deserve it.
If you don't what?
Deserve it.
You deserve a calculator, pal. You deserve a calculator. Okay?
I've been messing up on my chores lately.
I don't know how you feel, but you deserve a calculator.
Anything that requires money, I don't
You
deserve it.
come into school every day, you deserve a calculator, darn it.
You can use soda math.
Did you do it, Johnny? You do it 15?
Was it 15? I thought I did.
Nice. Johnny got it right.
I did 16. And what you get first? 1 over 256. I got 15 up. I can show you right now. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. I've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what it said out there. That's it.
1 over 8 times 8. 1 over 64. Great job, everybody. So this one is like 5 negative 2 over 3 negative 2. So this one's kind of cool. I'm going to circle the 5 and put it on the bottom, and then the 3 is going to go to the top. So that's going to be 3 positive 2 over 5 positive 2. When you move them, the powers become positive. And there we are, 9/25. Got it?
Yep.
All right, let's do a little online activity. If you want to use your phone, fine. If you don't, fine. Do it on paper.
Wait, what is it?
It's a quiz.
Ooh. She was the one that's talking, and I told her, she was like, shut up and stop talking about it. And I told my dad that, and he got mad, because she was like, Michael picks 5 people, and the government picks 5 people from the roster. Don't repeat that. But my dad had to give the police the roster. Yeah. Yeah.
No promises.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
And
that
she was like, well, people are gonna ask me, like, when I come back to class, I'm like, you don't have to tell the whole class. Yeah.
songs. I don't think you can put them in. This isn't Kahoot.
Don't ever smile again. You have adult braces. Getting adult braces. Imagine that's a damn shame.
If you want to join, you can. I'll give you 2 minutes.
45682.
My phone disappeared again.
Oh my gosh, she's hacking into your store ID.
You want my password?
Well, if I don't catch you off task on your phone, I'll make you really sad.
Huh?
Well, guess what? You see it on
There's a kid named Key. She goes, I'll let you know how it's on. There's a kid named Key.
What did the rest of the people say? Wait, did she text that just to you? Or to like the group chat? Yeah, you're gonna know what they're talking about. And I hope the person that Karen's called or whatever just doesn't get called up. Or whatever happened with that. Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to know too, because you're making false assumptions probably. I know.
Well, you just said it. Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I don't know why it wouldn't begin.
Who's Cream?
That's what I said.
My name's Cream Santiago. Wait, I'm full screen.
How do you do that?
That's my phone.
I mean, at some parents might hate me.
It's not funny though.
Sorry, Alexis.
It's alright. Like my parents do hate me. That's not the point. Ask my dad. Johnny has one lead. Johnny has one lead.
What about her?
At least she turned around. She's like, that's she can too. I wish too. But she's a girl. She's a girl. I mean, obviously she's a girl. That's right. Yeah, he made me pass it. He gave me chokehold, and I literally passed it in his class.
Johnny?
Yes. And I hit my head on the table, and I thought I was joking. And then y'all also laughing because it's funny.
No, I know you were smart. I was saying,
Johnny, I could have went in the office about that.
what they say.
I said I could have went to the office about it, but I didn't because I'm on the stage. So just like watch TV. I do it, Johnny. I think you know it.